Hello, welcome to another episode of Black Ice 73. I am Black Ice 73. Today, last week or a couple of weeks ago, I brought you this story about Ellen DeGeneres. So, I have an update. Ellen DeGeneres is on, uh, her show is being investigated for all the allegations brought by former employees and current employees. According to this comedian named Kevin Porter, he said Ellen DeGeneres is one of the meanest people alive. When I read that, I said, no, not Ellen. But he said, yes, Ellen is one of the meanest people alive. He said something serious wrong with her. I told y'all last time I did a video, Ellen is a comedian. Ellen is an actor. So Ellen know how to play that role when the cameras come on. But Warner Brothers Television owner or Warner Media took the former employees and current employees allegations serious. Warner Brothers want to know what really going on the Ellen DeGeneres show. Warner Brothers like, Ellen, it's a pandemic. We paying you $80 million a year. We need to cut back on costs. So there were rumors earlier this year. They were talking about canceling Ellen's show. But with the pandemic, a lot of things got pushed back. Ellen doing her show from home, just like a bunch of other these talk show hosts doing show from home. So it was this comedian his name Kevin Porter. As a matter of fact, it's Kevin T. Porter. And he was on Twitter and he said he'll pledge $2 for every bad story about Ellen. He didn't know there'll be a flood of stories coming from former employees how bad Ellen, her producers, was treating people. Ellen is so, according to this report, Ellen is so notorious, so a butthole, she didn't even pay attention to her security guard. Her security guard said, Ellen just look at him, give him the side eye. She looking at him like, what are you doing here? Ellen said, when I said, I don't want nobody around me, I don't want nobody around me. They go for the security guard. I know. You got tens of millions of people who view her show every week, every day. They were like, no, not Ellen. Ellen can't be me. She funny. She keep me laughing. She keep me happy. I love Ellen. They love Ellen's show. They don't know Ellen in real life. A few years ago, her wife, I think her name was Portia or something like that. She divorced Ellen. She's like, I got to get away from her. I'm going to put her on child support. You think I'm playing? I ain't playing. It's easy. Google it. And, some people believe in the Illuminati and some people don't believe in the Illuminati. But it's been reported that Ellen is part of that 1% who is part of the Illuminati. It allegedly that she was part of the Pizzagate. If you ain't heard of the Pizzagate, it's one of those stories reported on Hillary Clinton and a bunch of other 1%ers claiming that they were molesting children and eating children brains and all that kind of stuff at the bottom of a basement in DC, a Pizzagate. They claimed that Ellen allegedly was part of the Pizzagate crew. And they said those same people would use children's blood to bathe in or drink. Just Google it, man. I'm telling you, that stuff is on the internet. I know us everyday people do not do this stuff, so it's hard to believe. Like, no, I can't believe they doing that. But the story was broken. Some of the story was broken when Hillary Clinton email was released and showing that, you know, how her and other people of power was talking about, oh, we need to meet up because I got some of this special pizza I want y'all to eat. You can look for Pizzagate online on YouTube. Matter of fact, you'll see it. So they said, you know, I don't do on missing children that end up in the United States every year to never be found again. There are rumors and allegations are some of them missing children end up into that Pizzagate, into that pizza oven or the 1%ers. I can't say it's not true, because throughout mankind, you know, there have been people who was cannabis, not cannabis, not the one you smoke weed, but they eat people or eat part of the people, like through victory. And some people thinks that children blood or children brain or whatever will help keep their skin youthful. So if you take the time, you get a chance, Google Pizzagate. You'll be like, these people are these people nasty. These people nasty, man. Like the other day, I forgot what the name of the thing, but they were talking about how they were alleged links to child sex trafficking. I forgot what the name of the company. I know nobody ain't gonna tell me on here, but if you'll be on social media, you'll know what I'm talking about. I think it was the no, I don't know what the name is, but they were talking about they would link to child sex and through their tweets, and you know they hurry up and they said after a while they hurry up and start deleting the tweets after they had went viral and they were trending on Twitter. So yeah, I know for us, like I said, everyday people, whatever, we wouldn't dare. For us, everyday civilized people, we wouldn't dare eat a child or eat anyone or drink of the blood of a child or anyone. But we know people do it. And there have been rumors that the elites in Hollywood and the elites in politics have fed upon human flesh. But I'm going to read you some of this story about Ellen show. And it's just a small article. I ain't going to be on here long, but it's a small article. It's talking about, how I going to start here. It said, Ellen DeGeneres talk show is reportedly being investigated after numerous claims or issues on set by staff members. It's an internal investigation is said to have been launched by the show Warner Brothers Television and its producer, Television Picture, following reports of bad treatment while working on the show. Warner Brother television owner and Warner Media will lead the investigation. I don't know is that good or not. I don't know is that good or not that Warner Brothers and Warner Brother Media will lead the investigation on one of their employees who bring in big advertising money. Because I said on my last report on Ellen, it reported that she made $80 million last year. And that was through advertising. So I don't know if it's that good for them to report their own person. It's just like what it is. Like how we said, how the police gonna report investigate their own officers. It's hard to report your officer within the same, it's not the same job that you're training to do. But this is if we lead the investigation alongside a anonymous third-party firm who will interview current and as well as former staff members. The news was reported discovered after current employees received a memo finding them filling them in on the situation. There says several reports indicated a poor workplace environment on the long-running daytime shows said has surfaced throughout the past 4 months. DeGeneres, who is reported worth $330 million or 264 million euros, was not directly blamed for the workplace environment in this particular incident. But it said, however, week before she found herself at the center of several being accused of mean behaviors after the comedian Kevin T. Porter pledged to donate $2 to a Los Angeles food bank for every insane stories his Twitter followers tweeted to him about her. Kevin Porter, he branded the 62-year-old Ellen DeGeneres as notorious one of the meanest people alive. There's a lot of mean people in this world. But Kevin said Ellen, she right there in the top 10 of being one of the meanest people alive. That's an allegation right there. I don't know what Kevin Porter, what issues he don't have with Ellen, but man, for somebody to say you one of the meanest people in the world, damn, Ellen. She needs a sensitivity training. Ellen need to be. I don't know how she can be called up by HR when she in charge of the show. What you gonna do? Say, hey you, yeah, what's up? We need to talk. What we need to talk about? We need to talk about you. What we do? What did we do? We ain't did nothing. It's just mad because we rich. That's all wrong. They mad because we rich. We rich, they ain't rich. They working on the same show. Do the math. I'm the star. That what Ellen would tell herself if she had to go to HR to herself. I'm the star. I feed them. Like Denzel said in Training Day, King Kong ain't got nothing on me. Ellen is a beast. Ellen is one of the powerful people in this entertainment industry. And as the people on her show, seems like she is not scared to let them know that they are the employees and she is in charge. They said earlier this month, the show producer, the production company, denied speculation that it would be canceled as a result to these allegations. Aimed at the COVID-19 pandemic, DeGeneres continues to host the show from her home in California. but soon faced criticism when it was alleged her crew members had been left in the dark about their pay situation. Oh man. So he could one of they uh here could one of Ellen minions speaking for her, so-called spokesperson. It said a spokesperson for the show admitted to poor communication with employee, but attribute the blame to confusion caused by the lockdown restriction. There's a one media had declined to comment. The Ellen DeGeneres show had been contracted by the Independent. Her show been declined to. Man, Ellen's staff can't be that large, people. Ellen don't have 1 million people on her staff. She might don't even have 100 people on her staff. So why was it poor communication for her to not to let her employees know, hey, y'all going to be paid. I get paid $80 million a year. Y'all going to keep y'all income. That's all she had to say. But Ellen like, no, I'm worried about Ellen. I'm worried about my top producers. They're who I care about. They're who I'm thinking about. I'm thinking about us. You don't give a damn about the rest of y'all. I ain't even hire you. Warner Brother hired you. So you need to talk to Warner Brothers about where you gonna get your money from. Cause I ain't dipping into my $80 million a year or my net worth of $330 million. $330 million. And her people need to worry about how they gonna get paid. Or are they gonna get unemployment? Isn't that crazy? But you can't blame all that on Ellen either. Cause you gotta look at some of these Fortune 500 companies. When they salary be like $20 to $30 million a year, why are they doing employee working paycheck to paycheck? The ones who actually put in the work, the millions, the ones that they don't know the names, ones that actually out there working and making their money. Those people, some of them working paycheck to paycheck. Paycheck to paycheck. This is not an understatement. This is not a rumor. And the CEO and president and vice president and own up in the corporate ladder, they make it in the millions. These people got to take up loans. These people some of these people, it's a shame to say, get government assistance. But they got to portray like they can't embarrass the company. They got to keep the company like, no, you can't embarrass our company. They like, you is hired to us for 24 hours. 24 hours you represent my company. You hear my dog? My dog's always making that cameo. But I'm not lying to you. Some of these companies will tell you in a meeting when you get hired, you're not just here for 8 to 12 hours. You represent our country for 20. You represent our company for 24 hours. So if you go out there and you get in trouble and we hear about it, guess what? We could fire you then. Even though you ain't screw up at the workplace, even though you're not even on the doing property of the workplace. If you screw up on your own time, that means you're gonna get fired. Cause they're gonna be like the employee of this company, he was arrested this weekend on a DUI. Fired. Get you out of here. But They do. Like when you're in the military, they let you know you're military 24/7. When you're off days, you military. But we said something go up, I make that phone call. You better get here at any means necessary. I don't care where you at in the world. You say you get here, you get here. At the military. You know how I know? I used to serve in the military. I used to serve. You get drunk, you better not get too drunk. you better not miss that call. Or that, as when I was in the military, you better not miss that page. That page will go off. Like, whose number is this? You better go call it. I'm just letting you know. Like I was in the military. Like a hurricane about to go into the base. Y'all better get there because we better go out to sea. There's no lie. There's no joke. A hurricane about to come out the base. You like, you know, you be scheduled saying we ain't scheduled to go out to sea until another 2 or 3 months. You look at that weather report when you come to work. They're like, hey, we leaving. You might don't leave today, but we're leaving in about 2 days. Let your family know we're about to go. Like, what about my family? Your family is not in the military. They better go inland and go to their folk house because a hurricane about to hit and we about to go. We care about this vessel and that's it. Let's go. So, that's how it be. So, me personally, I don't think too much gonna happen to Ellen. You know, Ellen making the news right now, but I don't think nothing gonna happen to her. They're not gonna give up this $80 million a year. Is she making $80 million? Imagine what that company making. Cause you know they ain't gonna put themselves in the red. Not at all. So if she making 80 million, they got to be making like 200 to 300 million that year. So I don't think nothing gonna happen to Ellen. Anything, you know, like they said in the military, shit roll downhill. So if anybody get in trouble, Ellen get rid of some producers. Get rid of it's just like in football, like in the NFL. They start losing, their season be bad. The head coach is like, hey, give me a few more years. I'm about to fire these defensive coordinator. Like my team, the Atlanta Falcons, they fired the defensive coordinator, they fired the offensive coordinator. The head coach said, I ain't going nowhere. I'm gonna get rid of these people. So the how it is in all corporations. They start dropping people from the other people start losing their job before the head person start losing their job. So if I get some more information on Ellen DeGeneres, I'll bring it to you all. So right now, there's a thunderstorm going on right now. I'm about to get offline. Thank you for watching the video. As I always say, if you make it this far into the video and you haven't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. Hit the like button. Hit the share button and hit the notification bell. I enjoy your company. I enjoy your viewership. And one day we're gonna see some karmas behind the darn people who watching. But I still respond to like I only have 1 or 2 people watching. Thank you for watching the video. I hope you have a good day. Be safe out there. You live in the south part of the United States. Be safe, because there'll be thunderstorms and all that kind of stuff going on. I hope you have a good day, and I'll talk to you later. My daughter about to critique me. She's standing in the door.